Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And give this video a like. Up General Hospital has Jens Sidwell, Carlo Rota, wanting to get rid of Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard. And he just mentioned he is about to be done with the mob man once and for all. Sidwell would love to kill Sonny, but I suspect Sidwell might have a different outcome in mind. We're going to talk about how Sidwell might frame Sonny for crimes he didn't commit to send him to prison for life and get him out of Sidwell's way. Sidwell's master plan, framing Sonny for a lifetime in prison. While Michael is working to secure that alibi, things may take a shocking turn and Sonny may be implicated instead of Michael. The Teflon Don of Port Charles could become the lead suspect and wind up in Pentonville, accused of trying to kill Drew. Recently, Marco was raging to his dad, Sidwell, and saying that Sonny needs to pay for his mom, Natalia, Eva LaRue's death. Now she drank and drugged herself to death, but Marco fully blames Sonny for it. Sidwell then told Marco that very soon, Sonny would be out of their way once and for all. But I don't think Sidwell is going to kill Sonny, even though he said it's tempting. And by saying it's tempting, that means to me that Sidwell considered it and then discarded the idea. I still think Sidwell blew up Sonny's penthouse. Since that didn't work, he has moved on to other ideas. So I think Sidwell might be setting Sonny up for prison, possibly for the murder of Judge Harron, and also for Drew's shooting. If Sidwell can frame Sonny for murder and attempted murder of a sitting congressman, well, that should put him away for life. Get him out of the way, then he won't be a problem for Sidwell ever again. He can get control of Sonny's peers and use those for all his nefarious business needs. So just based on Sidwell's chat with Marco, that's what I expect to see in November Sweeps, which kicks off on Thursday, October 30th. Blindsided. Why Sonny won't see Sidwell's devious frame job coming. Meanwhile, Sonny is hyper-focused on protecting Michael, so he may not see Sidwell coming for him to set him up. And of course, Sonny knows Sidwell is a threat, even though he claims he wants to put all their misunderstandings behind them. But he may be misreading what kind of threat that he is. Sonny thinks both Sidwell and Marco are up to something. But I don't think Sonny suspects Sidwell would frame him and send him to prison for Drew's shooting. I think Sonny's expecting Sidwell to just straight up try and kill him. So Sonny should be blindsided. So will his family if it goes this way. Escalating feud, kidnapping and arson fuel, Sidwell's revenge plot. One reason that Sidwell would also like to see Sonny in jail instead of dead is because he kidnapped Marco. And yeah, it's true. Sidwell burned down Christina's bar. But she wasn't even supposed to be there. Nobody was. And if she wasn't so dumb, she would have walked out safely on her own. Remember, there was no fire by the front door, but she stood there staring until it spread to the front door. And then the back door was still clear with no fire. And Christina stood there staring at that instead of running. It was some of the worst shot stuff. Basically, she was standing there intentionally about to let herself burn to death on General Hospital. But then, Marco ran in and rescued her. And as repayment for that good deed, Sonny kidnapped Marco to punish Sidwell, rather than being grateful that Marco's not evil like his dad. Basically, Sidwell sees it that Sonny escalated by kidnapping and holding Marco prisoner. So, he may think Sonny needs to be imprisoned. November. Sweeps shocker. Will Sonny take the fall for Michael? Right now, the PCPD doesn't have Sonny or Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, at the top of their murder suspect board, which is pretty rare. Jason was in Croatia, so he has a perfect alibi. And Sonny wasn't ever really looked at closely, because other people had more motive to kill Drew. And if it was Sidwell who had Drew shot, because he was being difficult, and they were arguing, if you remember, he might be just making lemonade out of lemons. I do think Sidwell wanted Drew dead, but he survived. So Sidwell is going to pivot and use this to his advantage in another way. We could see some evidence turn up soon that points the PCPD in Sonny's direction. I mean, it's the perfect solution for Sidwell because he can get rid of Sonny without killing him or laying a hand on him. And Marco would be thrilled to see Sonny behind bars. Even if he's not being charged for Natalia, he's still paying for crimes. Then Sidwell can stay off the radar, watch Sonny be hauled off to Pentonville. And then Sidwell can run amok in Port Charles, flexing his power. Honestly, Sonny isn't convinced Michael is innocent of the shooting. So Sonny may actually do the time if he thinks Michael did the crime. Watch for this to explode in November Sweeps as Sidwell's plan kicks into high gear.